Good morning, all of you. Today is a World Stroke Day, October 29th. I just wanted to speak some few words about a recent research on stroke physiotherapy, repetitive task training for improving the functional ability after the stroke, which is a systematic review done in Cochrane database of systematic review by French B. Thomas, the people group of UK physiotherapist. So this was, I just happened to read this article recently. My aim is, perspective is, this World Stroke Day, why don't we say some few important research as we have so far seen in the clinical experiences, and as per the evidences how it has been correlated to all physiotherapists, doctors, and other paramedicals and doctors, students, physios, and as well as the public friends. I just wanted to share my clinical experiences. Actually, a stroke is a sudden onset, happens in a part of a life for the patient with high risk factors. Suddenly, one day, the stroke occurs, a paralysis of one side of the body, both upper limb, hand, as well as lower limb, leg, not able to move, completely become bedridden. It's an acute stroke. Acute stroke, 90% becomes inactive. So this inactivity may leads to 50% of the death. So even they are lying in the bed itself without moving, which causes 7 times increase in disability. So this is the leading cause of disability also. So this number I have mentioned in my PowerPoint presentation, just to share this presentation to create an awareness to the society in this auspicious day. And how our patients, for example, if we are as a physiotherapist, doctors, we are visiting the inpatient wards, medicine wards or stroke wards or neuro wards, the patients are spending their most of the time after the acute stroke in the bed in 3 types of categories. So this has been measured by the CEBNR team on 2015, and I just taken this particular image, and I just wanted to share my experiences also. Actually, most of the time, 80% patient is sitting in the bed after the acute stroke, and 90% of the patient who used to lying down on the bed. So only 8% the people, a person acquired with acute stroke who is active. So once we go and give physiotherapy or doctor's visits, at that time they are more active. After that, they will be kept as such in the lying position or in the sitting position. So this leads to more inactivity, which is very, very important that in the acute stage only the activity must be needed. So this I just wanted to emphasize. Next, what happens once the person, sudden onset of the stroke? As I mentioned already, stroke is a disaster which happens suddenly on one's life. They got sudden shock. So because their hand as well as the leg, they cannot able to move, all of a sudden totally become bedridden, and because of that they got a severe fear and anxiety because of their happening of this problem, and this leads to low mood and depression for whole day. So this is the thing that they becomes more inactive and not able to move in the bed and lying on the bed. Whatever the treatment that we are giving, physiotherapy, medicine and other nursing cares, the patient will have shock, fear, anxiety and depression. That is the main reason. And what is happening during the time of bedridden, the improvement is concerned. I just wanted to mention the old pattern of Brainstorm's approach on 1959. What happens once the stroke onset? We used to see the patient with flail limb, flaccidity, not able to move, the limb will be more weak, hypotonic. Suddenly after that the spasm synergy will be set up and spasticity will be increased, and the initial phases Brainstorm used to mention that there is no recovery, and after the later stages only the synergy forms and the recovery occurs. This is the actually a wrong type of a pattern of understanding of the recovery of stroke by even by the all the categories of healthcare professionals, because in stroke spontaneous recovery which shows the evidence, because this Brainstorm motor control approach, flaccidity, spasticity, synergy, and the fourth, fifth, sixth category of synergy control improvement, which proves the prognosis which is now outdated, which has become, this theory has become expired. So the latest theory which was I just wanted to mention to all the healthcare professionals, especially physiotherapists who are particularly giving a functional training, they need to understand the recovery. Just I wanted to show this graph. It's a very important graph, how the spontaneous recovery of the stroke occurs. You can see that in the x-axis, the graph which is in the down started to hike rapidly, rising and flattening and going up. The curvature of the graph, and put a round on that, the Langerhans. This was actually submitted on 2011, the research on Lancet, very authenticated graph. It shows that the recovery is more faster in the acute stage, 2 to 3 weeks. So our physiotherapy role plays in the acute stage only, in the 2 to 3 weeks. After that, 4th week it has become flattened and the recovery will be very gradual. So what we used to do as a physios, passive treatment and electrical stimulation or sensory type of stimulation, but that definitely not influences the recovery. We people think that flaccid stage, patient not able to move, that's what they are inactive. So that is what as a physiotherapist we are doing. But physiotherapist's duty is not that. Physiotherapy's duty is actually the person not able to move. So we have to make them active. Inactive person has to become active. So functional activity training in the acute stage, repetitive task training in the acute stage is very, very important. That enhances the wonderful recovery. So instead of doing a passive modes of treatment, the active and active assisted modes like rolling, sitting with assistance, standing, and able to walk with maximal support, all those pictures have been enclosed in this PowerPoint presentation. So these are all the things that which enhance the natural recovery also. And I just wanted to mention some few words about lack of opportunities in the common wards in some hospitals, because most of the common medicine wards, if you can see, there are bunches of the patients, different varieties of patients who used to lie down in different beds. There is no gap between the one patient to another patient. So that is a lack of opportunities to patient able to sit and get down to the floor and able to walk. If they are having a physical environment like single bedroom and able to walk in the corridor, like type of structures, they are having a plenty of opportunities to walk. That is the main reason that patients are not able to move. And next important thing is, what are the important 3 factors which influences the recovery? As I already told, the recent research also I enclosed in the PowerPoint. Repetitive task training, that is otherwise called as activity based training, functional activity like walking the patient as much as we can able to do it, not concentrating on your upper limb or lower limb to specific functions. Okay, that also we have to give a grasping, just eating, the grasping the tumblers, all those things that we can encourage them, and walking with maximal support. And environment, as I have mentioned, it's called as an enriched environment. The environment should not be a constrained one. Context must be easily able to walk for the patient. Not only physios or doctors or nurses, as well as the family caregivers and social supports also could be given. For example, the patient has to be taken down out of the wards, and as well as patient has to go to the temple or some outways of the corridors to walk for the social support also. So that is very important. These are all the important factors which drives the recovery. So I just mentioned here how the patient able to get out from the bed with maximal support. A photo has been supported from the image taken from internet, and Cochrane Library, the recent research about repetitive task training also. And next important thing is the research which has been published on PubMed, which is a free access article done by Louis Thomas in other ways. It's also a major update of Cochrane review. So all this which gives an idea, passive modes of a treatment which is outdated. Number one important key point, take home message. So we have to give a active assisted encouragement training. Now, the upper and lower limb movements not alone a treatment by the physiotherapist. Physiotherapists need to roll them, need to make them to sit, make them to stand, make them to walk. This is not step by step protocol. All of a sudden they can able to walk also. So very early mobilization is an important take home message. By means of that only we can able to prevent them from the disability. So this World Stroke Day, I just wanted to mention this important point of view for all the peoples who are listening. That is very important thing, message I just wanted to give in 29th October 2020.